Hello friends, my name is Alyssa and I am one of the singers with Border Crossing. Often I sing alto in the group, which is lower than soprano but higher than the tenors and basses. But there'll be another video where I talk a little bit more about being an alto in ensemble. For this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between singing as a soloist and singing as a member of an ensemble. There are some things you might do differently as a singer if you're singing as a soloist versus singing in a choir or with a group of other singers. So, what are some of the things that we might do differently as a singer? For me, if I'm singing as a soloist, depending on the music, I might feel free to use a lot of vibrato if I want to. And vibrato is when a voice has a little bit of shimmer to it when you sing a note. So it might sound like this. As opposed to straight tone where you try to take out some of that fluctuation. So if I'm singing as a soloist, it might be appropriate for me to use vibrato when I'm singing. But if I'm singing in a choir, it might not work for that style of music or to sing with a lot of other people for me to use a lot of vibrato. So that's one thing I might do differently if I'm singing in a choir and as part of an ensemble. Another thing I would probably do differently is I would want to make sure that the way I'm saying a word in a song is the same as the way the other people are saying the word who are also singing that song. So you know that when the choir is all singing together, the audience will be able to understand the words of the song. As a soloist, I don't have to really make sure that the way I pronounce a word is the same as the person next to me if I'm the only one singing. As a soloist, it's just my job to make sure that the words are understood the way I'm saying them. But in a choir, we're going to want to try to get the words and the consonants and the syllables to be as much like the people around us as possible. Another thing I might do differently singing in an ensemble versus as a soloist is that I might be more careful with my dynamics, how loud or how soft I sing, to make sure I'm not sticking out too much from the ensemble or that my section isn't sticking out too much. We probably don't want the alto section to be the loudest part of a piece of choir music. Maybe we do, but most of the time we probably don't. So it's important to listen carefully to the other people in your section to make sure you blend with them, but also that you're also blending with the sopranos and the tenors and the basses, anyone else who's also singing the song. But as a soloist, if I'm the only one singing, I can choose to be maybe a little louder at points if I want to, or really quiet at points because I'm the only person who's singing that song. Another important thing to do as an ensemble singer versus a solo singer is that you're more aware of how you're singing the music stylistically. And this will probably come from your choir director or your music teacher. You might be told to sing it a certain way or in a certain style. Maybe you move between notes very carefully to get from one note to the next note. Or maybe there's some flexibility in how you move between the notes. Maybe you can go and kind of slide between them. But in an ensemble, you're almost always going to want to have a little more precision and move at the same time as the other people in your section and all together with the choir, so that you change between notes in a very precise manner, like and not slide too much in between. So I made a couple videos of a song for you so that you can hear the difference in how you might sing something as a soloist versus how you would sing it if you're really trying to sing as part of the ensemble. So the first example you're going to see here is me singing a song. I'll sing all four parts of this song, este, peregrino, and I'll sing all the 4 parts as if each part is the only one singing. So I sang it as if I thought I was a soloist 4 times in the piece. Then you're going to see a video of me singing the exact same music, but singing it with the knowledge that I'm performing my part along with other people performing their part, and knowing when we need to sound together and when someone else's part maybe is a little more important, so I sing more quietly, and trying to keep things like vibrato under consideration if I want to use it or if I want to try to sing a little more straight tone. So listen to these 2 examples and see if you notice the difference in how I sing them. So it's the same person singing all the parts, and I'm singing the exact same notes, the same words, and the same rhythms. The only difference is the way I'm choosing to use my voice and how I'm choosing to sing within the ensemble or as a soloist. Este sol peregrino, este sol peregrino, este sol peregrino, canta de gloria saga, So I hope you enjoyed those videos. The one was a little silly. I overdid it, I think, probably a bit. But I'm going to play a little bit of each one now for you again without the video. I just want you to listen, and listen very carefully to the things I talked about before. Listen to the difference in how my vibrato sounds between the 2 videos. Listen to how it sounds if I'm trying to sing as if I'm the only one up there, or if I'm taking the other parts and the other singers into consideration and maybe not singing as loud. Listen and see if you can hear if I'm precise moving between the notes or if I'm a little sloppy. And also see if you notice if I'm saying the words the same way as the people around me, or if I'm just doing them the way I want to, and therefore standing out a little bit sometimes if I say a word differently or with more emphasis than the other people around me. Este sol peregrino, este sol peregrino, este sol peregrino, canta de gloria saga, So I hope you learned something today about different ways you can use your voice as a singer, and how you might choose to sing as a soloist and what that would mean, singing as a soloist, versus singing as part of an ensemble and trying to blend your voice with those around you and with the other people in the choir. Thanks so much. See you next time.